Well, friends, do you know what is common between Anthony Alphonse, BL Gupta Construction Company, SAS Fininvest Limited, and KL Trading Corporation? Well, all these are the names of the assessees who have filed their respective writ petitions before the respective honorable high courts against the regular assessment orders for the assessment year 1819 passed under the new faceless assessment scheme. And the respondent in all these writ petitions is common, that is the National E-Assessment Center, New Delhi. And in all these writ petitions, the common ground is that the respective assessment order has been passed against the principle of natural justice, while in the case of Anthony Alphonse, the Honorable Madras High Court yesterday only, that is on 7th May, has quashed the impugned assessment order on the ground that the impugned assessment order has been passed even before the time period which was provided to the assessee to file his reply to the notice. And while in all other three cases, the Honorable Delhi High Court has stayed the operation of the respective assessment orders, as the assessment orders had been passed even without issuing the mandated show cause notice, which was a mandatory requirement as per the faceless assessment scheme. Friends, I am Mayank Mohanka, founder director in Taxaram India Private Limited and partner in SM Mohanka and Associates and an author with Taxman Publications. So all these recent developments again brings us to a very core and relevant question, that is the doctrine of audi alteram partem, that is here the other side, and its application in the new faceless taxation regime. This doctrine, audi alteram partem, is a Latin maxim, and which means that the suitable opportunity of being heard should be given to the assessees, to the other side. Well, in the faceless assessment scheme, as per its draft, adequate safeguards have been there to ensure that adequate opportunity of being heard is being provided to the assessee. Like it is mandated that before passing of the final assessment order, a draft assessment order has to be passed, and that order has to be communicated to the assessee, and along with that draft assessment order, a show cause notice has also to be issued to the assessee to enable the assessee to file his or her reply towards that show cause notice. But somehow in all these cases which I have just mentioned, the final assessment orders were being passed either without issuing the draft assessment order or the show cause notice, or even before the time period which was allotted to the assessee to file his or her replies. So obviously in all these cases there has been a clear cut violation and contravention of the principle of natural justice. There is no doubt about that. But here I would like to touch upon a more intricate issue as to whether these faceless assessments itself, because these confine the manner and mode of replying only through electronic medium, can be questioned in respective appellate forums, because the verbal representation has been restricted in these faceless assessment scheme. The rule of audi alteram partem has two essential ingredients, that is notice and hearing. So obviously in all these four cases the notice was not issued, so therefore the honorable courts have held the order to be against the principle of natural justice. And the second essential ingredient is the hearing, is the providing of suitable opportunity of being heard through hearing. Well, my revenue friends would like to counter hear me by quoting the Honorable Supreme Court judgment, that is in JP Mittal case, wherein it was provided that unlike in USA and England, the principle of this audi alteram partem in Indian context does not necessarily mean that an opportunity of being heard has to be provided by way of oral hearing. It can be fulfilled even by enabling the assessee to file his or her return submissions also. But friends, the question here is not about winning a case or winning an argument. The question here is winning the trust of the stakeholders, major stakeholders, that is the assessees, whom our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji very fondly called as wealth creators. Therefore, in order to win the trust and confidence for this pioneering and landmark tax reform in the Indian administration, that is the faceless regime, it is desirable and essential that an opportunity of being heard, not necessarily the physical hearings. Obviously, the entire exercise has been done to done away with the physical visits to the departments. Those can be reinstated. That physical visits should be avoided, but at the same time, the opportunity of being heard through video conferencing or through audio facilities, wherein the assessee can convey his or her case through his or her voice, or the authorized representatives can make a representation. Because it is a fact that in even a half an hour personal hearing, either through video telephony or through audio conferencing, can turn out to be more productive and efficient in order to convey what the assessee is trying to convey to the adjudicating authorities, vis-a-vis a 100-page electronic uploading of the written submission, which the adjudicating authority may like to read or not. So, in my humble understanding, by incorporating this by default right of providing a suitable opportunity of being heard through video telephony or audio conferencing in each and every case where the assessee so desires, the concerned legislative authorities will be doing far more justice to this landmark and pioneering tax reform. Otherwise, the entire efforts may be adversely affected, and it is clearly visible and evident through these judgments, because for the fault of some of the regional faceless assessment units, this entire scheme can be held as questionable. So this should not be the case, and in fact, at least the mandated prescribed procedures in the faceless assessment scheme, that is the issue of the show cause notice, draft assessment order, and suitable time to the assessees, and not passing the final assessment order without passing a draft assessment order or the show cause notice. So at least the mandated procedure should be truly and fully adhered to by the respective faceless assessment units in the regional faceless assessment centers. And to further improve the overall efficiency and effective productiveness of this entire scheme, a by default right of personal opportunity of being heard through video telephony or audio conferencing should be provided to the assessees. This is my humble understanding and opinion. Friends, the assessment for the assessment year 18-19, the time barring completion period has been extended till 30th June 2021 in view of this corona pandemic. But somehow the majority of the assessments have been concluded, and the overall experience has been so far quite good, because the returned incomes has by and large been accepted by the income tax authorities. But here the crucial point is that in those cases where this application of audi alteram partem, that is grant of suitable opportunity of being heard, was to be provided to the assessee, where it could have been tested in real sense, in those cases where the deviation was proposed by the regional faceless assessment units to the returned income, like these 4 cases where in the honorable high courts have stayed the operation of the respective assessment orders, In these cases, obviously the principle of audi alteram partem was not followed. So, uh, in order to make this scheme a real success for everyone, it is but essential for the ground level implementing authorities to take care of these nitty gritties and to strictly adhere to the principles of natural justice. And friends, I would also like to take this opportunity to share that my new book with Taxman Publications, that is Faceless Assessments, Appeals and Penalties Ready Reckoner with real time case studies, is out now, and it is available in all leading bookstores and online at Taxman and Amazon. Uh, During these testing times, it is not advisable to step outside your homes, but nonetheless, this book of mine can step inside your homes. You just need to place an online order at Taxman. Taxman is offering 15% discount also, and all the safety norms are strictly adhered to by the Taxman. So, I would like to humbly suggest that this book is really a gold mine of my is of knowledge base. My entire experience of 15 years of my testing and demanding and satisfying CA practice, I have squeezed in this book, and this book contains real life practical winning representations in almost each and every case which a tax professional or a taxpayer is bound to encounter. Real life practical case studies on recurring and common issues like 14A disallowance, long term capital gain on penny stocks, share capital, share premium, bogus share capital, AIR information, this foreign bank accounts, information on AIR and SFTs, uh, like accounting in real estate transactions, compensation in under the Right to Fair Compensation Act, uh, cash deposits, out of cash withdrawals, cash deposits during demonetization, uh, loose diary, seized papers, all these things that have been very aptly and very comprehensively incorporated by me in this book. So, this is a real, I can say that this book will add tremendous value to your practice, and it is a must have in your collections. So with this, I am signing off, and do take care of your health, and don't step outside your homes. So thank you.